So if you like traveling in luxury and receiving free stuff, well then the Delta SkyMiles Reserve card might be good for you. I was actually able to use this card to book my flight and get a free upgrade to first class, as well as receive free breakfast and lunch through their SkyMiles program. I'm going to go ahead and go through exactly how I did that, but first go ahead that like and subscribe button if you want to get more videos just like this. And if you're interested in other ones that give you a good deep dive into these credit cards, as well as the Delta SkyMiles cards, the American Express Platinum card, the Chase Sapphire Reserve, and they're going to be linked up above as well as the end of this video. But specifically for this trip down to San Antonio, I'm coming down for a conference. I was actually able to book this flight at a regular basic economy class flight, and then I was upgraded to first class. Me specifically, I'm in the silver medallion status, but I am very close to becoming gold medallion status just by utilizing this card and getting some of the free waiver bonuses that they will give out. So the Delta SkyMiles Reserve card is a great card. It comes along very similar to what the American Express Platinum card gives you. It does give you access to the Centurion lounges as well as the Delta lounges as well, which is how I was able to utilize that, show up a little bit before my flight because I'm going to get there early anyway, so that I'm not going to be missing anything. Go into the Delta lounge, and then I was able to get some free breakfast, as well as if I wanted to, I can get my complimentary drinks, or sodas, or pretty much anything that I wanted just from going to this lounge, hanging out, and not having to sit next to anybody in front of my terminal, or having to wait in those long lines and pay those excessive fees just for food because I had to get there early for my flight anyways. So that's how I was able to get my lunch or my breakfast paid for, and then my connecting flight, I was able to stop by the Delta lounge in between my connecting flights, and I was able to get lunch at that time too. And this was pretty great because when I came in, they were able to tell me what my flight was, when I should be boarding, and when I need to start heading over that way, so that I won't have to start looking that up. And it was all that information was given to me. So I really take advantage of these perks that come along with these specialized traveling cards because it really does make my life a little bit easier and takes a lot of the thought process out of what I have to do when I am traveling. If I have to wait in line and get my food and pay these excessive prices, it really puts a hamper on my time getting to my gate and figuring out where I need to go. So I took advantage of that today, and I have really appreciated that, and it's a big part of why I will continue to use these cards down the road. Now, I was actually able to be upgraded within 24 hours of my flight with the Delta SkyMiles Reserve because I am medallion status, but pretty much the way that it works, and I'll give you a quick rundown up above. There's actually a video that's going to talk about it a little bit more. But once you get this card, you're automatically going to be placed on the upgrade list. You are at the lowest tier, and as you increase in your status, that's when you're going to start getting higher and higher chances of being upgraded. After that, just having the card, you move into the medallion status, which is where I'm at, and then after that is the gold, and then the platinum, and then the diamond. So everywhere up until the platinum, you can actually get some waivers depending on your spend. If you meet a certain amount of criteria, certain amount of money spent, then you can actually get a waiver to get rid of some of the requirements so that you can just automatically jump up to that next status period. Everybody in the silver medallion status will be upgraded within 24 hours if there is availability. As far as for the gold, that is within 72 hours of your flight if there's an availability. And if you're platinum, it's almost when you book your ticket, then they're going to be upgrading you if there is ability for them to do that. So I will go ahead and tell you that I do have a buddy out there that is a gold status right now, and because of that, they do get majority of their upgrades to first class just by booking the basic economy flights and then waiting till that 72-hour period. Theoretically speaking, is once you hit that platinum period, you will be automatically upgraded if there is any first class open, which is a pretty great perk in my opinion, because I do like to fly, in style, as well as I like that extra leg room and being able to recline a little bit further back. And so if that's definitely an option and I can just book a regular flight, then that is definitely a reason why I might continue to fly with Delta. Not to mention getting to go to the Delta lounges and take advantage of all those benefits associated with that. So this is just a quick rundown of my trip from San Antonio, from Salt Lake to San Antonio, how I have really enjoyed taking advantage of this card, getting into the lounges, getting some free food, and then as well as getting free upgrades to first class. and really taking advantage of this option. There are multiple other things that kind of come along with them, not to mention the Delta SkyMiles Reserve, but also the American Express Platinum and the Chase Sapphire Reserve that I do go over in some other videos up above and at the end of this video. If you're interested in them, go ahead and check them out. If you got some good information from this video, hit that like and subscribe button. And we just want to make sure that you remember that we are here from your first penny to your first million. We'll see you next time.